Я очень-очень рада, что мама и сестры получилось убежать в Ирландию, а мы здесь, в Англии. Дай бог, наконец-то этот кошмар закончится, и меньше будет смертей, и все будет хорошо.
If we were in the same situation, we'd hope that people would look after us.
We won't talk about Priti Patel. He wouldn't be able to broadcast what we think in this city about that woman. But the community has responded amazingly.
Liverpool's been hosting refugees and people seeking asylum for 20 years. 1,000 residents of this city are willing to open their home to a refugee.
Liverpool has a proud history of welcoming refugees, and with Putin's invasion of Ukraine causing around 6 million people to leave its borders, the city has stepped up once again. It's one of hundreds of UK cities welcoming refugees under the Homes for Ukraine scheme, which allows Ukrainian people to come over to the UK, providing they have a UK sponsor. That's someone who can put them up in their homes for around 6 months. We're here to meet Husam, Oleksandra and their 3 children. They fled Ukraine right at the start of the war, and they're now living in Wavertree with hosts Will and his family.
After 7 days, when we saw war will continue, we decided to go. If me and my wife alone, maybe we're staying there. But actually we have three children. I'm afraid. I know what's meaning war. In my country in 2030 also I saw that. In Iraq, so we decided to run in, to escape from Ukraine.
How do you feel being here in Liverpool? Do you feel, after all this time and everything that you've been through, do you feel safe now? Do you feel happy now?
Я чувствую себя очень сильно счастливой. Мне очень сильно приятно за то, что вот сейчас есть вот такая ситуация, что мы попали в эту семью. Мой папа и бабушка остались в Украине, а мама и сестра в Ирландии. Вот, но к сожалению, есть в Украине такой закон, что мужчины не имеют права выезжать с Украины. Дай бог, наконец-то этот кошмар закончится, и меньше будет смертей, и все будет хорошо. My father and grandmother, Ukrainian. Papa every day, my papa every day see.
He sees the bombs.
Yes.
Will Chambers. I'm sponsor of Husam and his family. Been here about 4 weeks now, I think. But we feel that they're doing very well.
Hi, I'm Bill Chambers. I'm William's dad. I was chair of Asylum Link Merseyside and various other charities on Merseyside. So I'm massively committed at a strategic level to the support of people who are disadvantaged. It's been a joy to see the release of this goodness in our community and Will's community.
There's people who may not be able to have the space to house people, but they want to help. They want to provide. And I think part of the issue maybe has been in the past that the community hasn't been asked to be involved, in refugees and stuff. But I think this particular one, it's been great because as soon as they come into a family, as soon as they come in, to the community, people have their own contacts. So we've been able to do a lot of stuff that perhaps and integrate a little bit better because of those contacts that are in place already.
So to me, it's not a surprise. I mean, we won't talk about Priti Patel. He wouldn't be able to broadcast what we think in this city about that woman. Well, I'm saying it. I'm not. You couldn't. But she must be the most disliked woman in the whole of the city. But the community, whether you're conservative, whether you're right wing, whether you're left wing, whether you're a holy Joe or whether you're an agnostic, it doesn't matter. The community, as you heard this morning, has responded amazingly.
The community in Wavertree have welcomed this family with open arms. Neighbours have come over and painted their walls, brought clothes and belongings and toys. At the nursery, they've found an app which helps them talk to Husam's daughter and Husam's wife, Oleksandra, to help them get to know one another and settle in.
Yeah, we definitely had really strong feelings about wanting to help. So as soon as the parent got in contact, we were straight in touch. Like, we'll do anything that we can.
Having a little girl the same age, it really hit home, and someone so little has been through so much. It's
it's not right that's happened, is it? We have this Say Hi app, which my other parents, who's hosting a different family, told me about, and I'm able to talk to Yasmin, and that's really, like, the last 2 weeks has made a massive difference.
We went round and got stuck in. I mean, community, let's face it, is the heart of everything, isn't it? And that's what's been so eroded. Obviously, COVID clobbered a lot of that. And I think in this sort of area, particularly in the north as well, community is kind of embedded.
The response to supporting Ukrainian refugees has been overwhelming. It's been really positive. Also, 1,000 residents of this city are willing to open their home to a refugee. And to me, that's just like a test of the city, isn't it? Taking the temperature of the city to say, actually, we are a welcoming city. So I think we need to use that. We need to engage with those potential sponsors. And what I'd like to see is mobilising that, hosting, but for other groups.
We want to thank this family fiercely, and all British people for this help, really. We are now very happy. We saved.
It's been really hard work, but also I think ultimately very rewarding in that we've had such a positive experience from the local community, and it just shows that everyone wants them here. Everyone wants to help them.
Communities rallying around is essential. It's good for the community, and I think we could take in more people.
Despite the suffering that they've endured, Husam and his family are the lucky ones. They're safe, they're in the UK, they've got a roof over their head. The question is, will the government make this a reality for so many more still desperately trying to flee to the UK?